guys, today's video is all about extras. So these are the miscellaneous items that go in our pack that don't really have a big enough category to warrant their own video. Everything. We have our bear cans. So here's our bear cans. It's just regular bear cans. Anyway, hers has a bunch of stickers on it. This one will not be getting stickers on it. It is my old boss's bear can. He did the PCT in 2020 and has graciously allowed or lended me his bear can. And the next item he also lended me was his ice axe. It was actually a low enough snow that he didn't even use it. The tag was still on it actually when he lent it to me. But that will most likely not be the case for us. Again, real quick, I just wanted to say, if you're going to take safety items, know how to use them. If you don't know how to use them, then they're almost more of a danger than if you were to leave them home.
And they're extra weight. If you don't know how to use your ice axe, it's just extra weight. Sketch here actually had a chance to learn how to use her axe. She went to a class. So she'll be teaching me as soon as we have snow. She's explained it all to me, but we don't have snow here, so I can't properly use it. So she'll teach me when we get on the trail if we need it.
And if you're on trail and you don't know how to use it, again, ask people around you. More often than not, they'll be willing to help you because it saves lives. And most people on trail are genuinely good people, in my opinion. Last but not least, our micro spikes, which we have used in a video that should be out the week before this video comes out. So our mailbox speak video, we used our micro spikes, so we've had the opportunity to use them. Do you want to talk about them?
Sure. We just have the 3-pack fanny packs. They are, I thought, we got hip pockets on our thing, but you know what? You don't have your hip pockets when you're walking around town. So I know Sketch doesn't have pockets in her hiking gear, her pants. So she would be like, where do I put my wallet? Where do I put my money? Where do I put my stuff as she's walking around? I, on the other hand, do have pockets in my pants. But then what happens if it's a laundry day and we have all our clothes except for loners or our not so dirty clothes on, we need pockets. So we're taking fanny packs. I actually really do love these. I even took this to Disneyland because it is so good. It has an outside pocket here that you can slip your phone in.
It doesn't zip, unfortunately, but
it's quick access.
It's quick access.
And so when you do come to a water crossing or a place that you know that you might be falling or something, you can quickly put it inside the zipped part. And the great thing about this is a completely waterproof. At least that's what they say. I haven't tested it, but it's completely waterproof.
I can attest when I was out ice axe training, first off, it did not get in the way, but you do want to make sure everything in this compartment is in a zipped pocket. No duh. While I was in the snow, nothing got wet that was in here, and it was it was covered in snow a lot of the time. So
I have hers is upstairs in her bedroom, but I also have a small wallet that keeps money, my credit card, my driver's license, all the fun things that you need because you're a person. Permits may go in this. It might also go in a Ziploc bag. I haven't decided exactly how bulky those permits are because I haven't been able to print it yet because we're not yet 3 weeks still. But anyways, wonderful waterproof. I did test this on accident. It does have a little clip that you can clip your stuff to. I actually really am happy with this. I can keep what we call our Go Pills, aka Skittles, in a baggie in these, and I can quickly get them. I don't have to reach behind me. And if you know, I also have range of motion problems, so that is important to me, that my snacks and things that I need.
And then they also have these little pockets inside as well to like compartmentalize your stuff when it's in there. And while we're here, I have this attached to my fanny pack and I really don't want to try to remove it, so bear with me. It's just my titanium backpacker pen. Is waterproof, super light. I like having it because my name, Sketch, comes from me sketching all the time, which brings me to this notebook. It's about 4x2 notebook of, I got it at REI. It's a co-op exclusive, I think. I don't really know the brand, but it's waterproof paper, and I have done a bunch of sketches on it, and I love it, and I'll probably be taking a lot more of these on trail with me.
So let's go with safety first. So we both have enjoyed our neck knife. Literally just put it on top of your neck and you pull it out. It's a really small knife. It is wonderful for cutting things. It's wonderful for, just put them down. You can just Dominoes. No, but this is really great. It cuts cheese, it cuts summer sausages, it cuts open packages, it cuts threads, anything that you might need. And it's really small, really handy, and it's very lightweight, and you can wear it around your neck. It's very secure in there, so you don't notice. I honestly don't notice it when I'm wearing it.
I mean, you have all the straps to strap your pack to you, and it kind of just pushes it against your chest. So.
And I like it. I love it. It's also for safety if on the off chance, which we hope and pray that we do not have to use this for any safety
reasons.
For any human or animal that we might need safety. But, you know, it is there.
Yeah.
One other thing that we both have, this was my Christmas gift to Sketch. And we both have a Garmin Mini InReach. You may question why we have two of them when we're hiking together. What if I'm the one who fell off the cliff and I'm the one who has the Garmin Mini InReach?
She's unconscious. She can no longer SOS, and I'm stuck on a cliff being, oh my God, what do I do? I mean, we have a moment in Mailbox Peak where we got separated, I mean, purposefully, but we miscommunicated. I thought she was gonna wait for me, and when I came back, she was nowhere to be found, and I almost panicked. I thought, oh my gosh, I'm gonna need to hit the SOS button. I was stupid, it wasn't charged, and it freaked me out. Yeah. So make sure you have them and make sure they're charged.
This also allows us to communicate with Mission Control. Because of my financial situation, I am at a place where I can buy the most expensive package so that we have unlimited messages between each other and between Mission Control. So this will be our way of communication. This is the way of safety. This is non-negotiable for me. That's why I gifted it to her for Christmas, and we'll gift her all of the membership, whatever level that is on the trail. So Garmin Mini InReach.
Especially considering I don't think this will be my last hike, let alone through hike. Don't know yet, but probably not my last hike, so it's always useful. And even when you're day hiking, you want to be able to have a way to communicate if you do get in a situation where you're in danger. And then while we're on this, why don't we go over our trekking poles?
Oh yeah, get those out of the way.
Kind of out, not on the table. So we're just using our Black Diamond carbon fiber cork.
Nothing fancy.
Yep. Nothing fancy.
Adjustable.
Yep. Hers are green, mine are magenta.
And I did something kind of clever. I put a red dot on the right pole for me so that I can quickly glance that I have the right one in my right hand.
They do say right and left on these little flaps that come down, but I will admit it's kind of hard to see at a second glance, and so for her it's easier to have that red dot. Just I don't feel like I need it, but
it was just literally a drop of red nail polish.
That's all my favorite. Rology balls. They're just little cork balls. And
I'm not pressing.
That tickles. We're gonna keep them in our fanny pack so that whenever we're on break or we want to take our shoes off during lunch but don't want to take our packs off, I mean, most likely we will have our packs off, but still
not dig in them.
It gives us an option to roll out sore muscles. We know there's a lot of speculation on whether or not rolling out helps, but to us,
you know
what? It feels good.
Between the brain.
It's between the brain. That's all we need to know. It always helps, and they're super light, small. They fit in our fanny packs. Might as well take them, right? Yeah. So yeah, that's that item. Kind of a luxury item.
Luxury item is nail polish. Since I was a sophomore in high school, I'm over 50, so you can just do the math. My toenails have always been painted, so
yeah, she hasn't gone even a week without nail polish on her toes. And then this, I mean, if you look at it, it's small. It's the cheapest and crappiest nail polish.
It's a crappy nail polish. I don't
even
know if I can.
You can always pour it out and put new nail polish in it.
Yeah,
but
we'll
it's
see. We'll see.
It'll work for what we want.
Love these.
So these are the Thermapack, or Thermarest Z-Pack Sits Pad, or Z Seat. I don't know. Anyway,
Z-Seat.
It's kind of hard to read the label. So they're just little sit pads that we have, also known as ass pads, whatever you want to call them. And yeah, actually, that's a smart thing to do. We're sitting on wood blocks right now, so this would be nice to use. We use them for kneeling down to cook dinner, sitting down, kneeling under the tent, at a creek bed, wherever you want to do. I also like to use it at night as somebody who does not take a backpacking pillow. I like to use this, I bundle it up and then I put it underneath my neck for a little bit of neck support. So super useful. I really like them. Super light. So yeah, always have it at the go, ready.
And you're gonna use it
Right now.
Um,
That is a lot more comfortable.
I know. These are our mosquito head nets, just in case the bugs drive us crazy. Keep us safe. They are extremely light and they pack to almost nothing. Easy to use. Just don't put them at the bottom of your pack.
Yeah, they're Cedar Summit head net.
Don't put them at the bottom of your pack if you're going to think you might be using these. Or something that you might want to put on the outside, because this isn't necessarily something that you can use it into camp, but out of camp when you're hiking through the mosquitoes or bugs.
So for me, I have exercise-induced asthma, and if I have an asthma attack, I need my inhaler. So this will be in my fanny pack at all times. I also keep hair ties attached to it because I cannot handle having my hair down for too long. So if I lose hair ties, I'm going to drive myself mad. So hair ties, inhaler, pretty self-explanatory why I need them.
My way of medication, I need Flonase. This is an off-brand. This is a Costco brand. Little on the heavy side, but if I don't have it during allergy season, it's I'm paying the price. So that has to go with me, as well as some of the medications that we have. I have 20 single servings, if you will, of my daily vitamins and prescription drugs that I need to take in these little packets already done, so that I don't have to put my hand in there and get things dirty as I'm trying to get my dailies out. So I just have a pack of those. Mission Control will be resupplying me as we go along the trail.
Yeah, and we've talked a lot about whether or not to take those and discuss them, but honestly, if it makes you feel better on trail or something, and it's worth it. Like if you feel like you can tell a significant difference in your mood or anything like that, take it.
These are the ibuprofen and acetaminophen, just generic, nothing fancy. These are our salt electrolyte pills. I need to get some more. That's not very much. And this is our Advil PM. I'm a strong believer in, if something hurts, put some medication in your body to help your sleep. Will be going with me. And these are our kind of rescue Benadryl and some extra allergy medications, just in case something goes south and we need to stave off something. As a mother who has a child who is highly allergic to a couple things, Benadryl is necessary. And again, I will reiterate, some of the stuff that I'm taking aren't just for me. I am a CPR certified rescuer in my professional life, and therefore I really take it's not an oath, but it's a creed that I have taken in that first aid. You don't do it for yourself, it's for others. And so if I come upon somebody who needs to be rescued, I will have the knowledge and the equipment that I can help and rescue them. And medication is it's light, it's easily carried.
The other thing is, she might not be carrying all of the items on her side all the time. I will definitely carry some of them to even out her weight a little bit. I am less I don't want to say terrified or cautious, but some of the things that she feels she needs to take, I don't feel like I need to take, but at the same time, she's taking them for me, if that makes any sense, because she's a mama bear, so she has to be prepared for certain situations that I don't think will ever happen on trail, but she does. And they're light enough that whatever, we can take them, but I feel bad, so we'll probably split the weight on most of this.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
So let's go into our first aid kits. Mine is just a little bit more than hers, but that's just because I'm the mama bear. So traditional Band-Aids in it. We also have the gauze pads. We have a couple moleskins. I also have aqua tabs.
A lot less than she does, but yeah.
Yeah, like I'm carrying the aqua tabs for us. I will have some alcohol wipes, some Sting. I will have tenacious tape for us. I also have a full bottle of Neosporin, one of these little small ones. And then I also have some safety pins and a needle.
Okay,
and
I do have safety pins, although I don't know if I'm gonna carry 3, but yes.
So the safety pins, I also have needle and I just stuck a little eraser at the end so it won't poke me. And then I put a little bit of floss through the end so that I can, or the eye, so that I can find it. And this is popping blisters that need to be popped. Sewing a tent, sewing a pair of leggings together or pants together or an arm. that, stitching that falls apart. I will be carrying floss. She won't be because she's going to be using mine. Oh, you already broke it. She can use my floss, and she also has floss picks because she has a permanent retainer.
Yeah, so I have a permanent retainer on my bottom teeth, and if I don't have a way to get food out of it, I will constantly be picking it. It will bother the crap out of me. Even on daily life, I almost always have one in my purse or anything when I'm leaving the house. So floss picks.
And I will also have our repair kit for our tent and blow up pads in my med kit, just because it's an easy place to keep it and we won't be getting into this daily. By the way, your first aid kit doesn't do you much good at the very bottom of your pack. You will probably likely need it while you're hiking. That's when you fall.
I keep mine in my fanny pack, actually.
So she can keep hers in her fanny pack. I just keep mine in the mesh in the back of my pack or in my brain, easily accessed when needed. So that's our first aid kit.
So I have this, again, due to my dentist stuff, I have to take retainers, sadly. But I'll have this little mesh thing so that I can let my retainers dry after in the morning, and it'll hang on my pack. And so I'm just gonna take a compact mirror with a brush. She has one as well, to brush her hair out. And then we also both have nail file, little nail file attached to a nail clipper, plus some tweezers in case of something accident happens.
And I have ear plugs and some hair ties in mine.
Yeah. And then of course our travel size toothbrush and travel size toothpaste. And then of course, especially in South California, when it's blistering hot, you need sunscreen. So we are taking our CeraVe Sun Sticks, and the reason we're doing this is because we want to be able to apply it without getting it on our hands, and also we want to keep it as clean as possible, and we've heard from a bunch of people that sticks are the way to go if you want it to remain clean. The other thing we have is our Carmex Classic Lip Balm, and this again is in a way that we can get it out without getting it everywhere, getting sand in it. It keeps it more hygienic. The amount of times I've heard of people who will accidentally drop it and then they can't wipe it off and it's disgusting and they throw it away. One last thing that I keep with me that she doesn't keep with her is bug spray. Now, she does not get bitten by mosquitoes or bugs often, if at all. She went through cancer and chemo treatments caused the bugs to never bite her. So I am the one carrying the bug spray because unlike her, I get bit all the time. So I want to keep those nasty little demons away.
A few things that she doesn't have that I have. I will be carrying Deep Blue. It's a doTERRA. It's like
icy hot.
It's like icy hot. I will put this on my feet or anywhere that it hurts. I put it in this because this is a smaller container, not necessarily weighs less, but it is a smaller container, and it also doesn't have the sharp points. This is Blue Steel. It's an anti-chafe cream anywhere you need it. My feet in particular will get this almost daily. I will also take saline solution because I wear contacts, so I'll have a contact case. I will also have an extra pair of contacts. Mission Control will know where more are so that they can be sent. I will also be taking my glasses, my prescription glasses that I wear. They will be in this little case, and here's a little trick so that I can put my contacts on. I just went down to the craft store and bought little tiny mirrors, and I just literally double stick tape it on here so that I can have it. And this little cloth is just to protect my glasses, and also something that is clean to clean off my glasses, whether it be my prescription glasses or my reading glasses. I'm very paralyzed, terrified of losing my eyesight.
All of the above.
All of the above.
And she also has little reflectors on her
so
side,
I can see it in the night.
so she can see it in the night.
I know where because this is black.
Yeah,
this case is black.
And the biggest thing is she can't sleep with contacts. I mean, duh. So if she gets up in the middle of the night to pee, or when she gets up in the middle of the night to pee, she needs to be able to see where she's walking. Yeah. So hence, she needs to be able to find her glasses.
So, one last thing that I have. If we are short on, if we need a towel, these little cubes or these little discs blow up to a cloth about that big. That's pretty good in a scrub. It's a pretty decent scrubber to clean ourselves. Yeah. So we'll have a few of these in when we need them.
Probably
we
not
can
that
use
many,
them.
but
We'll see.
We'll see.
They're not that heavy.
No.
They're not that heavy. The biggest thing is that they do take a little bit of bulk, but other than that, there we go.
The other thing to note that she didn't mention is when you have items like this, especially with anything icy hot, you want to make sure that it's not going to spill all over your pack, because if it gets anywhere where you're going to put it in your mouth or on your eyes or your face or anything like that, you are going to be in a load of hurt.
Yeah. These will be in their own separate Ziploc bags, so if they explode. And on top of that, they also smell. And so there's something that all of a sudden my bag now all smells. So how do I put that in a bear can?
Okay, to start off with, we have our night core headlamp. I think we might have talked about this before. I'm not entirely sure what we've covered or what we haven't. But we thought it would go with our electronics. And what this is it's just a rechargeable headlamp. It's super light. I don't know the specs on it, but it's has a red light, and then it has three different.
Actually, has three red lights. It has a high
right.
red, low red, and a
blinking
flashing
red.
Yeah.
And then it also has three different white lights. It has a high, a medium, and a low white light. And yeah, it can move forward and back. It has a strap, and that does not get caught in our hair. That was really cool to find out. And then also the other thing that I would like to note is if you are going on a through hike or even just a overnight backpacking trip, make sure your headlamp has a red light so that you can be courteous to the other hikers around you that are intense, especially for us, considering she gets up in the middle of the night all the time to go to the bathroom. If she uses a red light, it won't wake me up. So just a little tip, be courteous and kind to those around you. Next, we have our electronics. First off, we both have a bag like this that we will carry our electronics in to make sure that they stay together, because there's a lot of small items, and then it also doesn't get wet. And it's just a Cedar Summit dry sack. I think it's their 1 liter. It says 1 liter. So we have the big item. I always turn it on when I pick it up. Is our Anchor 20,000 Anchor.
It's heavy.
It's pretty heavy. It's one of our heavier items. It's kind of annoying how heavy it is, but we are vlogging this daily on trail, and so we needed something that would go to our headlamps, our inReach, our phones, our for her, she has an Apple Watch that she most likely will have on trail. And then also to tell them apart, we have strips of duct tape going one way. Mine are just lines and hers is an X, so that way we can see it and it's on both sides. We know whose it is, we know, and it doesn't really matter, they're the same ones, but we want to know what ones have what charge. And then of course we have our name and our phone numbers on them as well.
And we have the cords that go with them.
Yeah.
This charges the Anchor when we're in town. It also charges our mini, it charges our night core headlamp and our Garmin Mini inReach.
Yep. And then we have just the regular cord for our phone. And then she has her Apple charger.
Don't know if I will, it's going with me for the first little bit. I don't know how long I will keep it. It's up for debate. I may send it home. I may not. I don't know.
Her Apple Watch charger.
Yeah. And my Apple Watch.
Yeah. And then we have this little doohickey right here. Mine is rose gold, hers is gold. Just so you can tell them apart. It doesn't really matter, but that's cool.
That's so we can charge and listen at the same time.
At the same time. So when we're at a stop at a place, I can edit and charge at the same time. And I don't really want to be rude and listen to things out loud at a public place. And then we have headphones. Mine are not down here, but just regular cord headphones. You don't want to really have charging headphones while you're on trail. Well, it's just one more thing to charge.
Mine sometimes will pop out and then they're gone.
That's
true. Where between what rocks. And we'll also be taking our phones with us. Hers is recording right now. Mine's right here. I also have a little tripod that we will use to set up whatever shots we need to.
Yep.
That's nothing fancy, really lightweight. That's all.
Yes, and like I said, I might be carrying that at some times. She might carry it at other times. And then we also
have bricks, but this isn't the brick. This is this placeholder. My husband, when he was going over our gear review, our electronic gear review last night, he says you want a different charger, so he purchased a different brick. So he purchased us something that's coming in the mail, and since I don't know these things, I'm just gonna trust him.
Situation.
Really easy. Pack it in. Pack it out.
Leave no trace. Before you go on any trip, please look at the leave no trace principles to keep our trails ready and willing and be able to use on.
Yeah. Worst thing is to find toilet
years.
paper hanging out in places you want to go. So
Okay.
dig a cat hole. We have our little deuce, deuce of spades, or whatever it's called.
Deuce.
Dig your hole for your
The deuce.
poop.
That's what it's called.
The deuce. There you go.
Super light, easy. Hang it from your pack. Put it in your pack. Whatever you want to do.
P-Rag. We have actually
Cool
beautiful. Their Kula cloth is the brand.
Custom.
Yep, custom made for us with our logo. They also have a reflective stitching so that you can find it in the dark, which is really important because I'm going to use it nightly, really.
Yeah, and
Okay.
so this is our black, pretty and gritty black logo, and that's the circle logo with some fun
Mountains.
designs. Mountains in the back.
And then hand sanitizer and wet wipes. I haven't put my toilet paper in here yet, and here's a little tip. If you have your wet wipes in one of a package that they come, I'm just going to use this as a demonstration, in something that has a little something like this that you can pull open, then it sticks back. Dirt often gets on the sticky part, and so it doesn't completely close. Two things happen. Your wet wipes will dry out, and or the toilet paper that you put in this bag with those wet wipes, if it touches those wet wipes, will now become wet themselves. I know this because on one of my last hiking trips, my toilet paper touched the wet wipes, and when I went to use it, it literally was completely wet, like somebody dumped it in the river, and it was completely 100% useless because wet toilet paper, when it's wet, is just disintegrates. So it was absolutely useless to me. Thankfully, we were on the last day coming out of the hike. Otherwise, I would have been toast and only been able to use wet wipes. And again, make sure that you have a Ziploc bag to carry out your used toilet paper. Yes, you carry it out. As gross as it may sound, it's just what you do, and you don't even think of it. You really don't. So
get a beef jerky bag, empty it out, and use that, and nobody can see it, and you can't smell it because the jerky smell is way overpowering. So that's a good way to go. Before we get to this next part, I'm going to put a little disclaimer. If you do not like talking about the woman's side of human anatomy, then leave the video, leave a good comment, something, like this video, whatever. But now I'm going to talk about, as a woman, what am I doing on trail? Now, she doesn't have to deal with this problem anymore. She went through cancer and that kind of, and every of that. Anything you want to say on that matter?
no, I'm thankful that I don't have to do it anymore. That's all.
Yeah, so that was one of my biggest concerns. It was literally the first thing I looked up when I decided I wanted to backpack was how do women backpack with their monthly menstruation cycle. I saw a couple of videos, but I didn't really see a lot of people actually talking about the whole process of anything else besides tampons. Now, I used tampons for the longest time. They worked great for me. But I didn't want to use them on trail. And so I went and started researching, and I came up with the Diva Cup. I know a lot of other thru hikers use the Diva Cup. It's what I'm going to be using on trail, and I'm also tracking my period so I know when it will come roughly. But again, being more athletic can sometimes mess with that cycle and that consistent cycle tracking. And I know being athletic also changes my cycle and makes it unpredictable. So I haven't decided whether or not I'm going to be bouncing this up in a bounce box or if I'm going to be carrying it the whole way. It's not that heavy and it's kind of a necessity, and I'd rather be caught with it than without it. So I'm most likely going to keep this the whole time on trail. And then the other thing is how to keep it clean and hygienic when on trail. So that was a huge thing that I've been going over in my head of, I've tried before when backpacking just using water and like making sure I hand sanitize my hands before, wash my hands a little bit with water, then wash the Diva Cup once it's out with water, and then put it back in, and then wash my hands with hand sanitizer again. But I don't know if that's necessarily the most hygienic way. So something I wanted to try, especially if we are in areas that don't have a lot of water, I want to try doing this. I tried this on our last hike and it worked really well. So these are the Diva Cup brand travel cleansing wipes. Menstrual cup wipes is what they're called. And it comes in a pack of 12. And you just, so it is probably the amount I'll need for one period. So these I will have to restock while on trail. But you just clean it out. You don't even need to use water to rinse it out. You just dump it out, take the wipe, clean it out. I got away with only using one wipe to clean that, and then you put it back in, and that's it. And then of course you pack out the wipe as well. And so I found that to work the last hike I did, but I'm still figuring out, and I know for sure that once I'm on trail, it'll probably be a different process, and it'll probably change while I'm on trail. So I will keep you updated on how that happens when on trail. And I think that's it. Am I missing anything?
I don't think we're missing anything of our extras. I'm sure there's a couple extra things that we didn't think about that are hanging off of our pack that we don't even notice as an extra. So It is what it is. I think this is our last gear video.
Yeah.
So we'll see you on the trails.